Now I have this bamboo stick out of which I'm going to prepare my qalam. Try to start shaving qalam from a distance of the length of first joint of your thumb using a simple cutter. And start shaving the qalam very gently. Please be careful with the cutter as the blade is very sharp and you don't want to end up injuring yourself. Now that I can easily see the hollow part of the qalam, I will gradually shave the qalam until it's completely removed and I reach to the lower part of the qalam and it gets totally flat. Don't get hasty when shaving your qalam. You need to be very careful with the cutter as it's sharp enough to disbalance your qalam from either sides due to a stronger push of your hand. Now remember, you have to sliver your qalam always with a curvy movement of your hand. You're not supposed to press your cutter straight onto the qalam. You always have to sliver your qalam gently in the curvy motion with your hand. While shaving your qalam, remember that you have to apply equal pressure on both extreme sides of the qalam so that the shape of your qalam will look balanced. Now it looks like the shaved area of my qalam is now flat. I will sliver a little more just to make sure the surface is flat as well as smooth. You can also see that this area of my qalam is now completely flat. It's almost ready just the way we want it. We will try not to go any deeper, or if I feel like it still needs some slivering, I'll just give the last touch-ups to the surface so that it's not only flat but it should also be smooth. Now if we turn the qalam to its backside, we will see that it has that round curve. So now we are going to shave this side also in order to make it flat from the back. Now that the backside is already very thin, we need to use the cutter more gently so that we should not shave out a big chunk from here and end up breaking our qalam. We will start shaving small chunks until it gets smooth and flat. Now that we are done from the both sides, it's time to chop down the qalam from the extreme sides to balance it and up to the limit we need the width of the qalam to be. For me, it looks like it's a bit wider, so I will chop down from the sides to get the desired width of the qalam. Now, it's almost ready. If we look at both sides, front and back, I need to reduce the thickness of the qalam. So I will shave a little more from its backside so that I can get a nice thin qalam. Now I'm going to cut my qalam by placing a wooden surface under it. Or you can also use a corner of your table, but don't use any metal or stone under your qalam. Now the trick of how to cut your qalam is, if my cutter is placed at 0 degrees, I have to shift it to about 30 degrees. If you are right-handed, then you will cut your qalam at plus 30 degrees. And if you are a left-handed, then you will cut your qalam at minus 30 degrees like this. So as I am a right-handed, I will cut my qalam at plus 30 degrees. Now the trick is to hold the qalam in your left hand and bring your index finger up to the point from where you need to cut your qalam. And now place your cutter and apply some hard pressure on it till the tip of the qalam comes out. Now I have the tip of the qalam and I will inspect the tip to see if there is any jaggedness or any rough broken corner. I'll see if I could find any fault in it so that I could repair it now. This qalam looks just fine. It doesn't seem to have any fault in it. Now go on and prepare your own qalam.